Hey guys, Raven here reporting for Kids First. Iron Man 3 is the newest installment in the Iron Man series by Marvel. This film picks up just months where the Avengers left off. Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., is still struggling with the traumatic memories from when Loki tried to take over the world, and the stress is killing him. He also has to deal with the fact that he has to balance his heroic duties while also protecting his one true love, Pepper Potts, played by Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, if that wasn't enough for him to handle, he now has to deal with a new threat, a terrorist called the Mandarin, while dealing with vengeful colleagues waging biological warfare on the world. I really liked this movie. I feel like it was the best Iron Man so far, and the fight sequences and the 3D and cinematography were absolutely stunning. I thought the 3D, when it came to the fight sequences and special effects and explosions, were absolutely incredible because there were quite a bit of explosions and they were so realistic and so vivid, and it kept me at the edge of my seat the entire time. My favorite scene would probably have to be the final battle sequence of this movie, because you get to see all of the different Iron Man suits that Tony Stark has been working on as his hobby. I really liked this because it was really unique to see all of the different designs, and they reminded me a lot of Transformers because they were all very similar in the design of the Iron Man suit, but they varied in size and capability, and it was really cool to see some of the Iron Man suits shooting giant missiles and some of them running and crushing buildings, and so I thought it was really cool to see the variety. I also liked that battle sequence because there was so much going on and the colors were very vivid and rich, and it definitely suited my personal visual aesthetic. My favorite character would probably have to be Harley Kini, played by Ty Simpkins, and he is a young boy that Tony meets when he crash lands in a small town. And I really like this character because he is, just a young child, but he matches Tony with his spunkiness and his sassy qualities, I would say, and he isn't afraid to be just as headstrong as, Iron Man. And I really liked that, and it was very interesting to watch the two interact because they definitely butt heads, but Harley looked up to Tony a lot, and I really enjoyed that. Another character that I liked was a very, very small character. His name was Gary, and he was Iron Man's biggest fan, and when he meets Tony, he freaks out, and I really like him because the really short scene that he's in is so awkward, but it's so hilarious, and even though it wasn't very important and he wasn't that big of a character, he was definitely memorable. I would give this movie 5 out of 5 stars because I thought it was stunning. It was by far the most intense, most emotionally driven Iron Man in the series, and I really liked that it picked up right where the Avengers left off, so it didn't, it felt like the same sequence. The only thing I didn't like about this film is they kept referencing the Avengers to an excessive degree, I think, so if they would have toned back the Avengers references, I would have thought this movie was perfect, but that was the only thing that bothered me. So, like I said, I give this film 5 out of 5 stars and recommend it for ages 10 and up for some mature situations. So go check out Iron Man 3 in theaters now. Thanks for watching. See ya!